Go and sin no more. It's the favorite verse in the Bible for pretty much every right-wing Christian. But in John chapter 8, was Jesus telling a woman to stop sinning? Time for another edition of
Things Christians Say the Bible Says That It Doesn't Actually Say.
So in John chapter 8, was Jesus giving a free license to Christians to condemn others in a hate the sin, love the sinner kind of way? Hell no. In the story commonly called The Woman Caught in Adultery, it really should be called the self-righteous men who took advantage of a marginalized person. Christians love to go to the end of that story in the Go and Sin No More. They forget everything that happened ahead of that moment. Men brought a woman who probably was a prostitute who had been caught in the act of sex with a man who was not her husband. By law, these law-giving, shame-based religious people were saying she should be stoned. They were following the words of Scripture that day, but Jesus wasn't. Jesus instead went to the intent of the law, and particularly the law of love. So first, he jumped in between the biblical people and the one they were accusing of biblically sinning. By doing so, he put his reputation, perhaps his career, and maybe even his life on the line for her. Then he began to call them out. The story says he started writing in the dirt. We don't know what he wrote, but whatever it was, it made the older guys first say, hey, we better get out of here. He's talking about us. And then finally, the younger guys caught on as well. Soon, all the hate-filled religious guys, who were kind of like right-wing Christians today, were gone, and it was just Jesus and the woman standing there. And Jesus says to her, where are your condemners? And she says, they're all gone. And perhaps she was thinking, now he's going to condemn me. And Jesus said, love the sinner, hate the sin. No, he actually said, and I don't condemn you either. Then he made the statement that we translate go and sin no more. It actually doesn't say in the original language, stop sinning. But even if it did, think about it. This is a marginalized woman, probably set aside in divorce, as was the custom of the culture, and therefore having no ability to participate in the economic system. Her family probably didn't want her back because women without virginity had no value in the culture, and so she was destitute. And if Jesus were saying stop having sex, he actually is saying go and eat no more. Go and have no place to sleep no more. And if you're a Christian and you believe that's what Jesus deals in, you've been listening to too much right-wing media propaganda. Love the sinner, hate the sin is not in the Bible. And neither is Jesus giving Christians license to say, go and sin no more.